Hello, and welcome back to your mat. My name is Jillian, and today I will be guiding us through our self care yoga practice. This will be a gentle class. We'll be moving slowly with kindness and compassion. Feel free to close down the eyes and just start to notice your breath and any sensations in the physical and energy bodies. See if you can begin to lengthen your exhales to be longer than your inhales. Maybe breathing in for 4 counts and breathing out for 6 to 8 counts. By lengthening your exhales, you are activating your parasympathetic system, which activates the systems in the bodies that you don't really have control of, such as healing and digestion. I invite you to use this breath for the duration of the practice. Place your right hand beside you, leaning over as much as feels good, and then sweeping the left arm up and over. Feel free to revolve the chest to the sky, maybe relax into the left arm, bending at the elbow, letting the forearm rest onto the top of the head. Lift yourself up and take this over towards the left, the right arm reaching overhead. Try to stay rooted through the right hip. Lifting yourself out of this side bend, come to a neutral spine. Bring the soles of the feet together for bound angle pose. Bringing the hands to the feet, see if you can open the soles of the feet to the sky. From here, you can give yourself a little massage, pressing into the feet, maybe drawing little circles, finding any pressure points that feel good. After a moment of massaging the feet, you can bring this movement up the shins and the ankles, maybe just squeezing, adding gentle pressure. Continuing up the legs, massaging around the knees, up on the thighs. It might just feel good to press your palms deep into the muscles around the hips, pressing your knees further to the mat. Bringing your thumbs to your hip creases, let your fingers wrap around your waist. Just gently massage around the joint, the hip bones, finding whatever feels good. See if you can bring your hands all the way to your back body, massage the low back. And gently coming into a comfortable seated position. You can always sit up onto a block here as well. Bring the right palm to the left side of the chest. Gently pull the skin down away from the shoulder. Bring the right ear towards the right shoulder and maybe lift the chin, finding a stretch across the front of the chest, the neck. For a deeper sensation, bring the left hand also to the right side of the body, finding any little movements that feel good. Now bring the right hand from underneath the left and place it back to the left, but this time on top of the left wrist. Bring your gaze, your ear towards the left side of the neck, lifting and lowering the chin and stretching the front of the body, the neck, and the chest. Bring both hands to the center of your chest and let the head fall straight down your back. Then bring your chin to your chest, and you have the option to interlace the hands gently behind the back of the neck, adding some extra weight. Releasing your hands, come back to a tall spine. Take your right hand into a fist and gently tap under the left's collarbone, moving from the center of the chest to the shoulder. This is a tapping technique called EFT, or Emotional Freedom Technique. You can bring this tapping up towards the top of the neck and the shoulder. Maybe bringing the fist to the outside of the shoulder and then moving down the arm, tapping the bicep, the tricep, and everything in between. It might feel good to switch now into the 2 pointer fingers, tapping down the entire length of the arm, moving up and down. Enjoy these sensations. Let yourself get distracted in each little tapping, each vibration. You can move back to the collarbone, back to the top of the shoulder and the neck. Whatever feels good. Beautiful job. Release. Uncrossing the legs, maybe switching into a different position. And we'll take the tapping to the other side. This time the left hand into a fist and start off by tapping up and along the collarbone, moving from the center of the chest to the shoulder. Bring the tapping into the center of the chest and just focus for a moment here. And then bringing your fist to the top of the shoulder and along the neck. Maybe bringing the fist down into a tapping, down the bicep and the tricep, along the forearm, down to the wrist, and all the way back up. Do this a couple more times, not worrying about a certain pattern, but just enjoying the sensations. Begin to slow the tapping down and bring the hand back into the lap. Turn to face your right leg. Send your left leg long, bringing your right knee towards your right wrist, setting up for pigeon pose. The right toes will come over to the left side of the mat. Hopefully you don't have a little kitty on your mat taking up all your space. Or perhaps maybe you're lucky if you do. You can stay lifted for as long as you'd like, as long as it feels good. But if you'd like, you can lower onto the forearms or onto the block, maybe stacked fists. Allow yourself to enjoy this deep sensation. Begin your slow journey out of pigeon pose. Roll onto the right hip and turn to face the left leg. Bring the sole of the right foot inside the left thigh and just tuck the left elbow inside the left leg. The forearm definitely does not need to be down to the mat. Just open the right shoulder to the sky, feeling a gentle opening into the chest and the hip. Turn the belly towards the thigh and relax both arms along the left leg, rounding through the back body. Take as long as you'd like to come out of this pose. Swing the right leg back behind you and bend into the left knee to find your pigeon pose here. The left toes coming to the right side of the mat and the right leg long. Staying lifted for as long as you'd like and lowering down to the forearms, maybe resting the head on stacked fists for sleeping pigeon. Begin making your way out of your pigeon, rolling onto the left hip and turning to face the right leg. Slide the left foot into the inner right thigh. Tuck the right shoulder inside the left knee. Open the chest as you hinge over, drawing your right shoulder towards the leg. You can bring the left hand to the left thigh to help encourage that shoulder to open. Bring the chest towards the thigh, bringing both arms around the right leg. Take a final breath here and begin to make your way onto your back body, bringing the soles of the feet to the mat and the knees to the sky. Allow yourself to get comfortable. Take a wider stance with the feet and let the knees tent in towards each other. Enjoy the feeling of the low back pressing firmly to the ground, the support underneath your shoulders and collarbones. You still have a few more moments here in Shavasana if you'd like to stay, but I will leave you here. The light in me sees, acknowledges, and honors the light in you and knows that they are the same. Namaste. I encourage you to linger for as long as feels good with your breath and with this peace. There will be a soft bell to mark the end of practice.